What it do?
Chill.
They call me technical difficulties rebel.
Huh?
Cause anytime there's a technical difficulty going on,
Woo.
I'm the one that they phone.
Woo.
And they ladies do the same thing when they want to moan. Alright, come on now. I mean, we back again, ready to make it happen again and again. Look, it's a new year to win. So what you gon' do? We finna get it in. Tryna get them 20 queen. Lot of dollars, lot of bills. Gotta just keep it real. They see me rapping, they know the boy got some skills. And I'ma do this shit until the day I don't live. I said shit when I shouldn't have did, but it's cool though. You still my dog like Cujo. Don't cough, you ain't got the flu, bro. Cause you know what I'm gonna have to do, bro. Quarantine. Hit a nigga with a left and a right. Okay. Can't have your ass sneezing in my face tonight. Oh look, we back again. It's Raw Hype. Didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead and do what you like. Nah, bro.
I ain't rapping, bro. What it do, baby?
What it do, man?
We back, man.
Happy New Year.
It's your boy Hype, aka Black Freckles. I'm back in the building. Hide the women and children.
It's your boy indeed, Rebel, and this is
The Raw Hype, baby.
Back for another week of that thing.
Let's go, man. We might be in a groove. We might be in a groove today, bro. It might be somebody's lucky day.
We did all the warm up and shit already, so we good to go.
I know, bro. I don't know if that was 2 minutes, bro. You out here dropping.
I know, man. I told him.
You spent a whole freestyle with our cousin. That's why I ain't come in, bro. I said, nah, I can't do all that, man. I can't all do all that, man. We got a guest, man.
We got a guest, man.
We gonna start trying to do more guests, man.
That's what we're trying to do this year.
Yeah.
We got a couple lined up. We got a guest right after this.
That's facts, bro.
And tomorrow.
But, man, COVID fucked up guests and shit. Oh, we need to talk about if I had COVID, bro. That's what we need to talk. We're going to get into that a little later, man.
Thank you. I don't think we can say that also in the first 2 to 5 minutes.
We're there now. But, yeah, man, we're going to let you introduce yourself, man. Call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, man.
Boy.
Cigar Var, what I call it, man.
Cigar Var.
Cigar Var, what I call it, man.
We'll roll with that.
I'm about to say, let's roll with that.
I had to bring Cigar Var over here, man, because he hit me up early and surely. That nigga say, this episode y'all got with the white supremacists is hilarious to me. I was like, what's going on? He said, Rebel wanted to leave. So I was like, man, just come through. He said, man, it's been long overdue, man. Let me come chop it over.
Listen, I apologize to everybody if I looked a bit disengaged. What's the term? Disengaged.
All right,
there you go. Disengaged at the end. I had a long day. We was doing a lot. That interview was like 2 and some change hours. Arguing, man, it's like, man, take me home. Take me home.
Fact. I got to give a shout out to Vardo for one specific reason, man. He said something to me today that I just had to fuck with. He said, man, I had to be in y'all first 8 or 9 listeners ever. He's like, I've been fucking with y'all for a long time.
Oh, yeah, I'm a
Shout
day
out
one.
that man.
I'm a day one. I remember you was at the other one. Hey, this was before the Raw Hype t-shirts and
come on, man. TheRawHype.com.
With the TVs in the back, you know what I'm saying? I remember used to be on that bitch with a wife beat on. And smoking a white boy, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
classic hype.
Yeah, them the days I remember.
Yeah, I remember I used to tell this nigga, I said, man, you know this is on camera, right? Like, you don't care at all. Nope.
I don't care,
that nigga will
man.
come down and whatever he got on is what we about to record it.
Man. It's because...
Real quick, you know what's funny?
What?
When I was making up the merch for you, Marek said, my lady was like, you ain't got no wife beaters? She's like, man, just put it on a wife beater and give it to him. I nearly died.
Oh, Black Freckles YouTube people be saying that. Somebody came and they left a comment. He said, when I seen you wearing 2 wife beaters drinking a vodka, I hit subscribe. I hit subscribe immediately.
I know that's my kind of guy.
I made a Black Freckles video the other day, man. I ain't posted it yet, but I made one, man. He back, man.
Freckles back. All right.
Ooh, I might use that right there. I might use that. But yeah, man, Black Freckles back, man. I'm finna start. I know I say this all the time, but I'm finna start flooding the game with media, bruh. The reason is, this some shit me and you will talk about. It's because I've said this before, bruh. People broadcasting their lives or entertaining people via social media is going to become the most common job in America. Yes. It's what your children are, it's what your son gonna do, it's what your daughter gonna do, it's what my daughter gonna do. No matter what they doing.
Well, I got a question then.
What's up?
Are y'all familiar with this metaverse shit that's going on?
I'm getting familiar with it.
Because that's what they're telling me. That's what the hell is about to be going on.
But I told you this years ago that this was coming, where it was gonna be like where people live on that internet.
Like, people are gonna be
you hit me up
living
last time I seen you. You said, "Hey man, you need to talk to you because my son want to do the streaming with the video game." I'm telling you, bro, that's going to be. Oh shit! God damn! Light just fell.
I know, right? That thing just fell.
Cigar boy, I gotta pay for that, man. It didn't break, but we charge, man. It's all good. We can fix that. Yeah.
Appreciate you.
But my point of what I'm saying is that's why I got to get into it just from a standpoint of it's the way that like currency finna work with the metaverse and all this. They finna get into blockchains and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these ways to eliminate the banks and eliminate Google from spying on you and all this type of shit. It's finna be like people owned. Like people is about to own everything. It's gonna be where Facebook servers can't go down because your phone is the server. You feel what I'm saying? Like as long as you up, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? That's how the shit finna be. And it's finna be where shit unhackable and this and that. And I'm telling you, I've been telling him this for years. It's gonna be thousands of famous people in the world. There's gonna be thousands of famous people, and like you're gonna tell me, like, man, I don't be watching Skip and Shannon. I watch this person for my sports takes, and you're gonna show me the sports take, and he gonna have 5 million followers. I'm gonna be like, man, I never heard of him. Then I'm gonna show you my sports guy. Everything is gonna be individual. Like as far as people being like celebrities, like Drake and shit, that shit is gonna end. You're gonna have your own celebrities as well as you gonna be a quasi celebrity to yourself. Like I'm gonna watch you to entertain for sports, but then people gonna watch me to talk about stocks. Like that's gonna be the thing, is that people is finna live in this world of just media and the internet, and it's gonna all be engulfed and be tied into money and your net worth, and who you are in real life is not finna matter. This internet shit finna matter, bro. That's why
that's a beautiful explanation.
I say straight up, but I say all that to say that's why I got to get back into dropping media and posting on this and posting on that, because we've gotten to the point where everything is monetized now. Like if you have an opinion about something, you sell it. If you got a picture of yourself, you sell it. You got some rhymes, you sell it. You got a conversation, which is what a podcast is, you sell it. It's whatever. Everything is monetized now. It's a fucking gift and a curse, to be completely honest. But at the end of the day, you either gonna get down or lay down because it's happening with or without.
What's the bad side of it? What's the bad side of you guys getting here? Because this is something that you would do anyway.
The bad side about it is everything is for money. Like let's say you watch a platform like a TikTok, right? I have a scenario where they like, I text the wrong number to my girlfriend as she was leaving and said, "Hey, come over now, my girlfriend is gone." But I accidentally texted to my girlfriend and he was recording, and then the girl come back in. She said, "Who the fuck was you texting?" And blah, blah, blah. It's like people stage reality similar to television just because I need to get a click, I need to get paid, I need to do money is the root of all evil. So when you
it's more this fame, I think it is, than money now though. I think
but what I'm saying is that they about to run hand in hand.
Yeah, I get
to the point where your money is, where your fame is your money.
Money is always important, but like, let me give you an example.
Go.
I don't know if you guys saw the story of this kid. I don't know his name, but whatever. But
on the Raw Hype, we don't do that.
Come on,
it's a fact, regardless.
I don't know his name, but now he had an option of meeting Boosie or getting $20,000.
Right,
and he turned down the $20,000 to go have lunch with Boosie.
Right,
like. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm old. That was insane to me.
Boosie, the only person I would have took the money. I mean, I would not have took the money. Boosie is the only person that I would have sat down with instead of $20,000. But there's a few reasons for that. Boosie.
One of the main reasons being
Boosie is my favorite entertainer on the internet. And for starters, and second of all, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, $20,000 ain't shit to me. If he was
it's
like,
not even about it being shit, but his conversation is way less than that.
Not to me. I would pay Boosie $20,000 to have a conversation with me.
And you know what Boosie you pay for?
I wouldn't pay Boosie $20,000.
Put your pussy lips on live.
Exactly.
But I understand that's
exactly. You're not trying to monetize your conversation.
Somebody you rock.
Exactly. So that's why it was me. If he said $100,000, I wouldn't talk to nobody instead of $100,000, because $100,000 is a decent amount of money to me. You know what I'm saying? $20,000 is nothing to me. $100,000 is a lot to me. Now that goes to show you how broke I am and where I fall in how broke I am. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't even think it's about the amount.
It's 100% about the amount to me.
But that's just me. Because just because you're a celebrity don't mean I need to hear what you got to say. That's how I feel. I don't feel like everybody, just because you done went out and sold some records, or you done made some money, or you got fame, or whatever the case may be, doesn't mean that your opinion means more than this, or you even have the roadmap to help me get to where I want to be. That don't even mean that, because some people get lucky. Some people get, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit just happens. Like I was watching the interview about the Clips, and the Clips say They were 7 months before they had a record deal. He said, we don't know nothing about the struggle in the record game. They got lucky. So they can't go and give you a roadmap on what to do and the struggle and the 8 years of trying to
Right, but they can get in front of a camera and say, hey, listen to my dog album.
I was just about to say, in this day and age, you being seen with them having a video with them shouting you out correlates to money if you got your shit.
If I go eat dinner with him and me and him talking, and he be like, man, I fuck with your podcast. It seems like y'all doing your thing. And I be like, yeah, man, pull out my camera. Boosie say he fucking with the He say he fucking with the podcast.
Boosie said the Raw Hype the realest shit he done ever heard.
I ain't saying 20 band. We was just talking about LeBron.
If that man can monitor,
God damn.
What the fuck is going on?
That wasn't me then, bro. That wasn't me. I didn't do that one. That wasn't me.
Who that is? That's nothing but the devil in there, man.
Damn.
Devil, get the hell up out of here.
I haven't even moved my foot. But
man, I was playing with a Ouija board yesterday.
But
you brought the fucking devil.
About if you're able to monetize, but again, everybody's not able to monetize that conversation and turn.
Yeah, if you're not no hustler, take the money.
Take the money.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
I have intentions.
I'm speaking for myself.
Yes, if it's you, I would be like, you dumb as fuck.
I'm taking $20,000 and I will send Boosie a DM because Boosie even told the man. The man said, "Nah, I want to have lunch with you."
And they said, "You sure?" I ain't buying your lunch, nigga. You buying your own lunch. Okay, the 20 gold if you see. I'm asking one more time.
All right now.
But yeah, if you told me would I want to meet Kamala Harris or make $20,000, I would choose $20,000.
Yeah, all day long. Because it's twice so soon.
Yeah, you don't interest me, man.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I wouldn't. But I don't have nothing to talk about.
And I don't want to say anything bad about Boosie because my sister loves Boosie, and I think Boosie has, some good music and does some good things. However, that was just an example.
I get it. And that's why I said Boosie the only person I would take.
And they're going to see this podcast, and I don't want anybody to take that away from me, when I'm running for office.
Like I said, Boosie the only person that I would accept it with. It would have to be like Boosie or like Kim Kardashian or Drake or Dave Chappelle.
I'm probably going to like Kim Kardashian, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Those are the people that I would go with. Yeah, those are the people that I would go with.
Those net results.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, but what y'all was saying about the internet shit, I posted this and I remember I said, on the internet, anyone can be anything at any time. So everyone is trying to be something all the time. The point of that is what we were just saying. I don't know what the fuck is real half the time. So sometimes when I see shit, instead of giving somebody some sympathy, I go, bitch, is this real? Did you record this looking for sympathy? Or did this really happen? I should offer sympathy.
That's the bad part.
That's the bad part.
So everybody's being desensitized by the internet.
Yes.
And that does suck.
That is the bad part.
That's the bad part.
It's almost like people don't know how to receive social stimulation anymore.
Because they don't have it.
And I'll give you an example, right? Man, I love women. Favorite pastime.
Praise was
made.
made.
You know what I'm saying? That and sleeping, those are my top two.
Sleeping and sleeping with women.
Exactly.
We've had that addiction talk. Please give me a sip of yours.
I show you mine, you show me yours.
But
sorry, we throw you off.
You love women. You love women.
But it's the social thing. Help me out, bro.
You were basically talking about
it happened. Listen, he do it for me too. So
people are lacking social stimulation. And then your example was started with you love women.
So back in college, back in the 90s, that's how we met women. There was no internet. There was no Facebook. There was no whatever the hell. Right. You had to go up and put your game down. So that's over with. That's where we came from. And as times got older, now that I'm in my 40s, I'm single again. And I went out and tried to speak to a woman, bro, and they used to look at me like I had 3 heads. Well, they be looking at you like, what? I'm talking about, bro. It got to the point where I stopped doing it. Like they were startled. Like if you walked up on a woman, she's like.
But you got to factor in, you moved away from the social stimulation, and then when she get on the internet, she looking at a video where somebody walked up to a woman in the gas station and stabbed her, gassed her with gas and shit. We didn't see that shit all the time when we was coming up either. Nigga walking shit just hit you with some 92 premium. Take that, you bitch. Like, why though?
Like, huh?
I don't know you. Because she lives in a world of people are crazy in real life. You feel me?
So
it all balances out.
I feel you, but it's the same.
Not only do niggas not approach me, but when I see people approach people on the internet, they're crazy.
They got their camera out.
You know what? But I think that's a misperception, and I say that because like all of my dating now becomes online.
You don't have a choice.
Exactly. But And that's one of the things that I love, the conversation I love to have with women is that hey, you could be crazy. I met you on the internet. I'm like, well, if I'm crazy, you could have met me at the mall. If I'm crazy, I'm fucking crazy. It doesn't matter where you met me.
No doubt.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
come from a world where you're crazy on the internet, real life, email. These motherfuckers these days be regular in real life and crazy on the internet, or vice versa.
You see the motherfuckers on the internet, a ball of fun. You see them in real life, they got social anxiety.
God,
they're in the corner.
That happened to us. We had some youngsters on our podcast. They lit on Snapchat. They fun as fuck. We had them on a podcast. The motherfuckers sat over there like this the whole time.
They don't know how to interact, man.
I'm like, what is wrong with y'all motherfuckers, man?
The social interaction is gone. It's like we've lost it. It's almost like kids don't even play outside. They play video games. It's like we lose the social interaction, which is a major part of who we are. That's how we became who we were. Little off topic, but me and my friend were talking today about like the difference. Like I don't like, if you're under 30, I hate you as a person. Like I don't like people under 30 years old.
I completely disagree with this, but go ahead.
If you're under 30, I hate you as a person. That goes for my family and everybody. Because from my experience, and I can only go by mine, of course, they're all shitty people. They are the most disrespectful, they don't give a shit group of people that I have ever met. And I hate
Stop tapping the table, please.
I'm sorry. And I hate them.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Absolutely.
I'm over itching.
I hate what you just said because I can't disagree with what you just said, right? But the people that are under 30 are the people that are genuinely going to change the world. They're the ones that comprehend things like racism, and they comprehend things like freedom and people just being free. And it's crazy because they're on both ends. It's like these say, I don't give a fuck about y'all old ass rules and shit. We not finna be racist no more. We not finna be sexist no more. We not finna listen to y'all old asses. Fuck y'all. And then the people you talking about are saying, hey, just fuck all y'all old niggas. Whether what you talking about is good or not, y'all old ass niggas need to shut the fuck up. Fuck y'all. You know? So much. It's like they have the same mind, but they use it two different ways. So you're like, these are the worst people ever. And I'm like, these are the best people ever. And we're both right. But just like if you said that same thing about our generation, another generation, they would both be right. We got some of the best motherfuckers and we got some of the worst motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying?
Balance,
so
man.
I want to disagree with you, but everything that you said is accurate. But these young people are really the ones changing the laws and getting shit ripped down and saying, I stand up for this person even though they gay and or they black or they this or they that. It ain't people our age doing that. It's these young people.
Listen, I can respect you and hate you at the same time.
I get what you're saying.
I respect.
I'm saying there's a group of them that you haven't gotten to interact with yet that you would not hate.
That's quite possible.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why I always preface
you're not wrong.
In my opinion. In my experience.
That's why. And in my experience, I've experienced both. That's why I can tell you you're not wrong.
It looks like I might name this episode "Conversation with a Black Supremacist." I feel it.
He said after that white episode, I need to come over there and y'all name it head nigga in charge. He said you already got the title and everything. H.N.I.C. We're gonna name this one.
I gave him the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? Because I did.
Disc almost full.
And I appreciated Anon. What's his name? Anon.
We ain't call his name though.
I'm sorry. Well, I appreciate it, buddy. You know, y'all can edit that.
Me too.
Y'all are great.
We just
y'all are great.
Yeah.
But I appreciated what he said. It's just a lot of it I felt like was bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
But
it's not like I didn't. I like it.
It's just what you said though. In his experience, those things are true.
No,
he has a wide experience that don't.
See, there's a thing called willful ignorance too.
Oh yeah,
like
white people love it.
So you can't tell me you can't see motherfuckers getting choked out on TV. Like
me and him had this talk 5 years ago.
Me and your eyes work the same.
Remember?
Bro. You know what I'm saying?
When you said, "Man, do white people not care? They don't be knowing." And I told you, I said they don't be knowing, and you said I don't believe.
We've had that conversation like
we've had it over and over. They don't be knowing.
I fall in the middle of that because I don't believe I've had more. And not to call me a black supremacist, but I've been fucked over more by black people than white people have ever done to me.
But it's the same reason.
Personally,
it's the same reason that black on black crime is bullshit.
That ain't real.
You deal with more black people.
It's because you deal with more black people.
Okay,
that's the only reason.
Cool, but what the point that I'm making is I'm not gonna blame everything in the world on the white man, or I don't do that. The white man,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Like he kept using this victimhood.
Right.
I don't think it's victimhood to, like you said, I don't think it's victimhood to point out what I see. I don't think it's victimhood to be outraged by what I see.
Fact.
If I'm seeing something that's going on that is just, like I said, I just saw the man get tased to death and he was literally walking down the street, bro. He didn't do anything. He wasn't bothering anybody. There was nobody near him. He didn't have no warrants. He didn't fit the description. It was nothing. He was walking down the street and they murdered him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, what is
I do not live as a victim. I call it what it is. I have told him this. I didn't told probably Amp this shit. I probably didn't told you. I said, y'all can book it. By the end of 2023, I'll have $1 million, right? I believe this in my heart. I believe it because I live in America. You feel what I'm saying?
You can manifest that, man.
I manifested everything that I have right now. I manifested every bit of it. You can ask my nigga. I just kept on saying it over and over and over and over and over.
And you believe that
yes,
shit.
And I believe it in my heart.
And then you put the action
exactly.
behind it.
You believe it, and then you can see the road to get it.
Your beliefs control your actions.
Exactly. You can't tell a nigga that's real close to zero that he believe in victimhood by telling you he gonna have $1 million next year. If I say it's 750,000, it would be easy for me to say that. I don't. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying book it. I'm gonna have $1 million at least by December 31st of next year. I'm like, you can book it, you can bring it up however you want. I guarantee it. I guarantee.
Let's go, boy.
Okay. But let me tell you something though.
I don't have victimhood, nigga. I see shit for what it is.
Let me tell you something about that though. Let's say you come up halfway. Goddamn.
Still up, man. Still up.
Like even the guarantee, I don't give a fuck about your guarantee. If you bust your ass and within a 24-month period, motherfucker, you come up with 500 grand from zero, you are the illest nigga alive to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about alive, nigga. Because you ain't.
I'm telling you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's a hell of a thing. But yeah, they want to get off topic. But
yeah, it ain't about victimhood. It's about calling shit for what it is. Me and you was just talking about LeBron before he got here. Can I give you an
example of why he upset me so much?
Please do.
And this part did upset me when you were giving the example about being pulled over by the police. And for some reason, you know, the white supremacists could not understand the difference in being pulled over by the police as a black man and being pulled over by the police as a white man.
Right.
Let me give you the example. Let me tell you the difference between, I'm going to give you a personal example. I'm not going to give you something I saw on television or some other shit.
Yeah, I have personal examples.
I have some too.
I'm going to give you two personal examples.
Give it to us, baby.
All right, me and my friend are riding in Miami.
Is your friend black?
He's black.
All right, continue.
He's about Hype.
Arrest that nigga!
he's about Hype's complexion though.
Two niggas in a car.
He's Hype's complexion though. Like, is he black? Yeah, but kind of like how Hype is.
I'm sorry, let me cut you off. But my daughter said the other day, man.
Oh yeah,
we was talking about black and white people and mixed people, and she's like, she was talking about nigga. Because I say nigga in my house, even though I shouldn't. And then my daughter's like, I can't say that. And then her mother's like, you better not say it. And I was like, well, you kind of can say it. She's like, you can say it, I can say it, but mommy and brother can't say it. And a little bit Hype.
Yeah, she said I can say it a little bit.
I can say it a little bit. So that's what that reminds me.
What kind of racism is going on in your house?
But we don't say nigger in the house, all right? All right, back to your story. Two black niggas.
Yeah, we got pulled over, right? Now, granted, we dirty. We just smoke. I got a drink in the car.
Niggas love to tell a story like this.
Fulfilled.
I'm a fugitive of the law. I'll admit it.
Currently in the commission of a crime, but why are you pulling me over though?
We listening.
You don't know what I did.
Nigga said, I'm dirty.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true though.
They didn't know what I did.
That's true though.
At the time they pulled us up, I hadn't done anything. But you know, they come to the car, you ask me what you got in your cup, I tell them I got some juice, which is true. It's just some vodka.
Gin juice. That nigga said pimp juice. I got a bitch tied up in the trunk. I have pimp juice.
Excuse me, officer, I'm out here pushing peas.
That nigga said, now mind you, I was in the midst of a feeling. All right, go, man.
Sorry, go.
So anyway, you know, they go back and ran the plates or whatever. Next thing I know, man, it's 5 different officers at the windows, guns drawn, ready to exterminate us like we're fucking dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro,
we got action.
Everything changes when somebody got a gun on you, bro. Yeah. I don't know if y'all ever looked down the barrel of a gun.
I haven't.
It is not. It ain't something that you want to do. That ain't something that you want to add.
I've been shot at.
I would rather be pointed. I'd rather have one pointed at me than actually shot at me. But that's neither here nor there. So come to find out, my friend had reported somebody had stole his license plate. He reported it stolen. He got it back. So we actually were good, but he didn't report that he got it back. So I reported stolen. So that's why they put the guns on us. Okay, cool, whatever. But still, the fact that you have a gun pulled on you, and like I said, we didn't do nothing. Well, okay, cool. How about this one? This is right after.
I say technically stolen car, two niggas with a cup.
Them crackers.
We got action.
That ain't a black thing to me.
This is right after. This is a black thing. This is right after whatever. Well, somebody just got killed. This is when all the Trayvon Martin and all the shit was just getting crazy. I was again on 95 South coming home, got pulled over for speed. Right, bro.
Stay doing the crime before his abuse.
I had my son in the car. No, but this is not even a crime. This is just to tell you how this shit, how the social and the shit that we watch and all that shit conditions you, bro. I saw the man as he's walking to the car, and he literally put his hand on his service weapon.
Been there.
Not only that, bro, but as he was walking to the car, I was visibly shaking, and I hadn't done anything. Right. I didn't have no drugs on me. I had my son in the back of the car. My son was like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I was terrified. Like, I was literally, I'm telling you, as a grown man, I was in the back, like literally shaking. So he could have took him seeing my hands as me being visibly nervous. I didn't.
Why you so nervous, buddy?
Something's wrong.
Because you here.
Yeah, something's wrong. I'm hiding drugs or whatever the fuck. And that's the point that I'm trying to. That was the point that I wanted to make for the guy that you had before. He doesn't know what that feels like. Like, you don't know what it feels like to be. I mean, bro, terrified. I'm shaking, dude. And I'm more scared for my child,
of course,
than I am for myself. Because I'm like, man, this shit can go any kind of way. Who knows? Because the fact that he even put his hand on his gun before he came to my window, he hadn't even got to the window.
Black people getting pulled over is a traumatic offense. Because it could go any which way.
It is.
For other people, it might just be a routine traffic stop.
That shit traumatic, bro. I'm telling you about it. That shit was like 7-8 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't like
make sure you ain't shaking.
It doesn't put like super fear in me when I get pulled over, but I do rarely get pulled over. I'm always, I don't want to say always, but for the sake of not snitching on myself, I'll say always. I'm always legal and clean.
He sound like him. I mean, he pulled me over.
I'm always legal and clean.
Am I dirty? Sure. Me and my nigga drunk in the whip? Aye. But you ain't had to walk up on me like that, sir.
I do feel like I have a few things in my favor, though. I typically don't drive a car that black people would drive. All right? This is the truth. Okay?
Hey, he don't hear himself sometimes, right? Like, that's what's funny to me.
I'm telling you, I be at home cool. I have tears in my eyes, bro. But I know that people that watch y'all show don't get it. I know they don't, bro. This shit.
No, we say this.
This is some of the best shit out there to me, bro.
Every
time I watch y'all show, bro, I cry. Like, I literally have tears streaming down my face because you are bound to say something out of the fucking left field, bro.
I'm talking
It's gonna happen. And that's why me and this guy, I've known Hype over 10 years, 10 plus years. And we could miss each other and not talk for 5 years and get on the phone and talk like we've been talking.
I know Hype for all these years. I ain't never met your ass. So it can happen.
No bullshit.
It can happen.
No bullshit.
And these conversations just go because I really understand how he thinks. I call him a contrarian. He said, man, I'm a contrarian, bro. Like, you goddamn right. I was like, nigga, every time somebody say left, nigga, you gonna say right. Man, like, it's just what it is.
What I learned.
I don't feel that's me.
I know I'm about to say, and you will say that's not you, nigga, but it is you. Like, everybody can't say something that the shit just be made up.
Here's why I like it, though. I like it because, especially mentally, it's a sword sharpener. Absolutely. Holy shit.
Absolutely.
Right? Because he does the same thing that I do. I want to know how well you believe what you're saying. So if I challenge you in a unique way, how do you defend it?
I don't want to call him a con artist because that's not quite the word I'm looking for. But he does. He manipulates people into these arguments. And then he backs them into a corner because he knows that 90%, I'm gonna say 80% of the people
it's like an alley-oop to shot.
80% of the people that he talks to can't back up, or they don't have any basis or foundation for the shit that they're saying, and he knows that.
That's true.
So he sets them up in addition to look like he's so fucking brilliant. He's an asshole. Like I said, I don't want to call him a con artist because he's not a con artist.
The same last episode you talking about, he did it when he was like, "Well, what do you think this is?" He's like, he's like, "No, whatever you think it is, keep it in your head. You don't even have to tell me." Like he'll have a moment like that. That's like,
that's the good shit.
I bet $2,000 to your $2.50 right now.
No, that don't even bother me. What bothers me when he'd be like, it was one time, and I'm gonna fuck this up, but I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all was having a show about hip hop and Jay-Z, and there was a dude sitting right here. And he was like, yo, talking about Eminem, because you know you love some Eminem, right. And it was Jay-Z.
I hate that people say that, but go on.
And he made this point, and you were like, okay.
It was Joe.
And you were like, and you based,
it was Joe.
And you based that off. He's like, and you based that off of. And then Joe just kept talking. He was like, and your point of reference is. And Joe kept going. And he said, but you're getting this from. And you know what I'm saying? And the dude just couldn't. And he just
give up.
And he just shut the fuck up.
Hey, he be like Ali. He be on the ropes.
Do me like that, nigga. I'm coming. I told you're not gonna do me like that, dog. I ain't going for that shit.
Punch until you tire yourself out.
These allegations are false, though, bro.
We got this. Isn't this called receipts? Ain't that what they call this nowadays?
But listen,
that's what the kids say.
Y'all got episodes and episodes of this shit. Like,
but saying things like if somebody goes left, I just go right is not true for starters. Yeah. These are my true opinions and feelings that are based on whatever. Okay,
it's calculated.
And I never ever try to play this game of I'm so brilliant. That is not accurate. I just don't speak when I don't know what I'm talking about.
I never said that you play this game where you think you're so brilliant.
You just said it.
I said you manipulate the shit out of people.
No, you literally said, and he looks so brilliant. When we talk about receipts, I have them.
Poor choice of words.
Okay?
Okay, I don't think you... Yeah, you do. You do try to make people look stupid. That's absolutely
ain't trying to back down. Come on.
But this is an example.
Ding, 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 ding.
This is an example of exactly what I be talking about, right?
Hi.
All right.
Hi. You don't try to make people look stupid.
We got Cigar Bar over here to my left. We got Hyper Optic to the right.
Hype. You don't try to make people look stupid.
I don't try to make people look stupid, man.
Okay, so you know what? I'm going to take a step back. Please tell me what your goal is when you do those things.
My goal?
My goal? He passed the ball.
See, this is easy. My goal, which is the truth, is to explain my point in a way that anyone can understand it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you're, what's the word? Is it cunt? Do you feel like you're condescending?
Do you feel like you're a cunt?
Do you feel like you're condescending? Do you feel like you're condescending at all when you give these responses to the people that you're speaking to?
I do.
Yes.
Okay, so what the being condescending, what action does that deliver to the point that you're trying to get when you're just trying to get?
I get what you're saying. The definition of being condescending is basically to humiliate the other person, right? And my stance is more so of.
Sorry.
More so of my condescending doesn't come from trying to upstage you. My condescending comes from the point that they're making is so obviously wrong that it does annoy me.
Yep.
So it's your annoyance.
Yeah,
100%. You answer in annoyance. Okay.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't know how to quell the annoyance to respond.
Let me ask you this.
He'd be like,
because
this is so stupid.
That I feel like I'm explaining it in a way that anybody can understand it, and the person that I'm talking to isn't. It annoys me.
I get that because I deal with that as well. But let me ask you this. This is another question. Do you... I don't remember the question. Go ahead.
That happens.
It's the fucking
that happens.
I'm smelling it from over here.
But yeah, that's why I don't
LeVar
feel
concedes.
That way,
Hype takes the final shot.
Yeah, I don't feel like I try to make people look stupid. I feel like that I'm explaining it in such a way that anybody can understand it. For you to still fight with me saying that you don't understand it annoys me.
Let me say something. It's the annoyance. And he can't stop himself from being annoyed. And when he's annoyed, he can't stop putting some annoyance in the response. So he'll say some shit like, this is so fucking stupid. Tell me. And it's like,
he's super condescending, bro.
So I would never say that. I would never say that. By the way,
bro, you are.
Let me go.
Let me back up. I didn't come to attack my dog. Let me back up.
I can't.
It's a safe space.
Let me back up.
It's a safe space.
Go.
The reason I'm talking to him is because we're the same fucking
Sorry.
You guys don't know me. I don't have a podcast. I'm not on here every day. But the same shit that he does, I get the shit beat out of me by everybody that loves me and all my family.
Yes.
Because they all tell me, LeVar, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. They were like, you be right, but you so fucking mean. And all these different things that my people tell me. And I'm not, and I'm like you, I always defend myself and I always justify, which in your words, a person can always find a justification for any of the bullshit that they do.
That boy
That's
listen
a
to you.
Raw Hype. I say that.
So
It's the truth though.
because
you know why you did it.
It's very much the truth, but that doesn't.
It doesn't justify it to the person taking
It doesn't make it right.
I agree with
you know
that.
what I'm saying? But this is my point. I feel like, first of all, when I talk to people, I try to make them understand. I'm not attacking you. And if you're taking it as I'm attacking you, I'm apologizing in advance because I'm not. All right, let's start with that. Secondly, I'm an extremely passionate person.
Exactly. I wouldn't be talking about whatever we talk about if I wasn't passionate.
I believe what the fuck I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
I believe it with all of my heart. That doesn't make it right, wrong, or indifferent. It just means that I believe it and I will fight that fucking point tooth and nail to the end. Okay? So if you, and I tell people this, if you understand who you're dealing with, if you know the person and you know they're not coming at you in a malicious manner, then don't you take some onus for this bullshit, because to me,
I just picked that up in my late years.
Because to me at the same time, it feels like if I keep explaining myself to you and I'm telling you, listen, I'm not trying to offend you. Listen, this is just how I'm a very direct motherfucker. I don't know.
Once I do that,
I don't know how to do this.
Once I do
never pick that shit
and
up.
you're still offended, I no longer care.
No longer care.
Exactly. And then they feel like I'm mean. And it's not that I'm mean.
Do your thing.
It's just that I'm going to tell you, and the shit is so direct. And I always ask them, tell me what I said that was not true.
Prove me to me.
I love to say that. No doubt.
Prove me.
So I'm not attacking you, bro. I am you. So I'm really trying to.
So you hate yourself.
I don't hate you, nigga. I wouldn't be if I fucking hated you.
I'm sorry. That's just funny.
When I look in your eyes, I see myself so much. I'm gonna gouge your mouth.
I just wish I was dead. And that nigga point the gun at me. I just wish I was dead. Wait a second. Who's shooting you? I'm about to. But on a serious note, I agree with what you're saying. But you do say some things that I disagree with as far as how we view things. Like I've heard you say, and I took offense to this even though you didn't mean it in a malicious way. You said, you niggas will justify anything that y'all think or anything that y'all say.
I was saying that generally though.
That's what I was saying. He was in the groove. I don't think he was talking about this because I heard it too.
No, you said this to me a year ago.
Oh.
Yeah. When you listened to something that we heard.
I wasn't there.
That we said.
When I say you niggas, I'm generally talking in general. If I'm talking to you, man, the one thing about me is that I will make it personal. I'm not good at the was it passive aggressive?
Oh yeah,
I'm not real good at the passive aggressive. I feel like if you're a man and it's something that you want to say, I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want to say to you. We men, we chop it up, we take it outside, we do whatever the fuck we need to do.
I will say what I need to say,
but I'm not gonna hold my tongue because of your feelings.
I've told my daughter shit, crying profusely, talking to my daughter. Like that don't mean shit to me. I would cry in front of my daughter and tell her shit. I would cry in front of anyone and tell them shit. And mind you, I am not a crier. I do not cry. Like me crying was something that came in my later years. Like nigga, when I talk about the shock that I had in my life when I cried when Kobe Bryant died, it was like, man, I can't believe that Kobe Bryant died, and I can't believe that this is making me cry. You feel what I'm saying? But in the midst of
that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
I can't believe this nigga is still recording.
Was that live?
Live as ever.
That's what I thought. I think I watched that shit live.
Yeah, that shit was live.
I was tripping, bro. I was like,
you feel? But as I get older, things change.
I knew you really liked that nigga, but I didn't know it was that serious.
Man, this nigga died with his daughter, bro. So for me, I literally text my baby mom and I said, hey, can you please bring my daughter over here? And she said, of course.
So it put you.
I know we did end the show saying we go home to these daughters.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I'm like,
it wasn't about him per se. It was about what happened in the daughter.
Yeah, of course. Like when Muhammad Ali died, I was very, very sad when Muhammad Ali died. But Muhammad Ali is one of my heroes. But Muhammad Ali was old and Muhammad Ali had a disease. I can live with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can live with that.
I've never, that's one thing I can honestly say. I've never really been touched by anybody.
Never had no heroes.
I have never been touched by a famous person dying.
I'm not going to say that I haven't had any heroes because I do believe I've had heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to school with
There's
Chad
people I've
Boseman.
admired.
You know what I'm saying? He went to the Rival High School. Like, I played basketball with him as a kid.
No, bullshit?
Yeah, for real. He's from Anderson, South Carolina, where I'm from.
Oh, shit.
So, but it's just like, I've never been, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love people. Like, Luther Vandross, I grew up on this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? When I wake up in the morning, this was my aunt playing this bitch on repeat. She had the 6 DD. Motherfucker, you know what I mean?
CD chain.
Hey, how many me too, man? I know what you bring in this fucking house, man.
I'm about to bring some CDs on this motherfucker.
But she had that nigga in
spirits
6
the
different
nigga
slots,
got in
nigga,
here.
like for real. But it never.
It shocked me.
Love won't let me. Sorry.
It didn't bother me for anyone to see it because it was my truth. And I am never ashamed of my truth. I have some shit going on in my life and things that I do that ain't nobody motherfucking business. But as far as my truth of who I am or how I express myself, I can always have no shame in that. But yeah, it completely shocked me. It's not my character.
That's just
it's not my character.
That says a lot about you, man.
So they're gonna be, or you're gonna be what you're gonna be.
That says a lot about you, man, because it's just. How old are you? You're a little bit younger than me.
Yeah, I'm not even 40, man. I'm pushing it.
Well.
So, but you're in the same generation. You know,
for sure.
We grew up where, you know, young men can't have feelings. You know, you
Oh,
and
yeah.
I both love our mom. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? And like,
For sure.
there was never any healing from that shit. Nigga ain't never
Feelings are new for me.
Get
No
over
nigga
it.
never been to no counseling or you know what I'm saying.
Feelings are new for me.
It's almost like nigga get up and get it tomorrow. Like
Get
it's time to
over
keep
it.
it moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's why. A lot of the shit that we deal with as adults, man, comes rooted from our childhood and a lot of
my
traumas
Lord.
I was having
and
this conversation today.
that
I tell my daughter all the time, I hope you never have to heal from your childhood.
Yeah,
That's my dream.
A lot of traumas and shit that children like, man, and I'm telling you again, out here dating at 40, bro, it's got to be one of the fucking 5 worst things you could ever do in life. It gotta be like if they named them shits, it's gotta be like being homeless. You know what I'm saying? Having your dick cut off.
Omicron,
and dating
these hoes.
And then dating at 40. Like
Man,
I'm telling you, probably in that order. Like
What's the biggest issue? Hold on, because I'm curious about this part. Other than, like you said, is the biggest issue that sociability. But what is the biggest issue you see with finding a mate out here?
And again, I can only speak from my personal experience.
Come on,
man,
it's you
but
I
like-
want to hear from.
But like out here, what I've noticed, man, is there's a lot of
What's the tape?
I'm sorry, that's
I know, man.
But there's a lot of
niggas talk with their hands.
there's a lot of broken people out here, man. And there's a lot of broken people who don't know that they're broken.
Oh my Lord,
And
yes.
that's the part that you have to deal with.
I know
It's
I'm
like-
broken.
And it's like, and now you're dealing with people who are adults and that are stuck in their
Yeah.
ways.
Facts.
And the thing that
But I'm
the
whole
part, the
now.
part that hurts me the most, Rebel, is that people all feel like they got everything fucking figured out. I don't need a motherfucker. I'm good. I got this. I got that. I got this. But yet and still, your ass is on here with me looking for something.
doubt.
So you
The
can,
The key to life is understanding that you don't have shit figured out, and you never
have it
will.
all together.
No,
know
you
what I'm
don't.
saying?
You
And
don't.
there are even people that are out here married with 4 kids, 5 kids, been together
No
for
doubt.
20 years.
I know what you're about to
that
say.
are fucking miserable
No doubt.
and hate
No
each
doubt.
other. COVID exposed so many
Yep.
of these motherfuckers,
Dog,
man.
the
People realize
the divorce
I
rate
don't
went
even,
up.
I don't even like this motherfucker.
doubt.
Like that, they realize they didn't even like.
Especially when they lost their job.
No, can you,
Like, you ain't got a job
imagine
and I hate
living
you.
with a motherfucker that you don't even like?
Yeah, I couldn't do
And
it.
you realize that when you have to be with them.
All
Normally,
day.
you go in here, I stop by happy
Or
hour,
you at work,
or you go pick up the
you know what I'm
kids,
saying?
and
Like,
you go
but
over
now
here.
we
and
stranded in this bitch. I gotta
Hey,
interact
well,
with
what do
you.
you like, honey? Not your ass. Excuse
You
me.
know what I'm saying? So,
People are broken, but see,
Get the lawyer.
I grew up as a broken human being, so I had to do what people are afraid to do and make myself whole. But the reason that I had to make myself whole is because my daughter was born. You feel what I'm saying? So any feelings that I developed or any love or any softness that I have in my heart did not exist until my daughter was born. I couldn't have no girlfriend. I couldn't have no shit. I couldn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like me and my sister didn't talk for a long ass time. Me and her just became cool again. And I became cool with her again by using tactics that I use with my girls. You know what I'm saying? Like you piss me off how my sister pissed me off, but I actually give a fuck if you talk to me tomorrow, unlike my sister. So I'm gonna have to learn to deal with your motherfucking ass. And then when I learn to deal with your ass, then I can deal with my sister. You feel what I'm saying? So I really look at it like, my nigga, if you wasn't so fucked up, you could have helped your sister and been cool with your sister, whether she fucked up or not. But the problem was you was too fucked up.
That's a lot of weight, bro.
It is, but I carry a lot of weight. Because when I
don't even think that's fair to yourself, though.
I don't live a fair life to myself, nigga. I just told all my niggas I'm gonna have $1 million by the end of the year. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really on some shit where
that's ambitious, man. And and you've always been like that since I've known you. So that, I mean, as wild as that shit sound, it doesn't sound wild.
Yeah, but phrases like bet it, book it, put it on my kids. Like he's put pressure on himself.
He's absolute.
But
that's how he rolls.
The reason that I am like that though is because I feel like my daughter getting older, so it's time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like my age, I'm starting to feel it. You feel what I'm saying? When I get up, like I told me and him talking about LeBron, niggas like hating on LeBron. He 38 hooping, 37 hooping. I said, nigga, I turn on my Apple Watch, I go for a walk or ride my bike. I come home, text my nigga Rebel, say I'm proud of myself. And nigga, I just walk for 15 minutes. You feel me? So it's really on some shit where I start to feel my mortality. So I'm like, my time is running out. So again, me telling you next year is because I feel like I'm out of time. So it's more pressure. Like me and you had a conversation. You were like, nigga, you helped me parenting. Because I told him one time, I said, my daughter could never be a burden to me because she didn't ask to be here. She could never annoy me because she didn't ask to be here. So everything that she brings to me, I asked for it because I brought her into a world that she didn't have to, you know, she didn't ask to be in. So he was like, man, that like really helped me with my son. But nigga, that's pressure. To say, man, this little nigga never gonna annoy me because I made him and he didn't ask to be here. It's a true statement, but it's a lot of pressure in there. You feel what I'm saying? So for me, I live a life of pressure and it makes me feel alive. So pressure is what makes me feel alive. Like I have to feel like I'm trying to accomplish something all the time or I don't feel alive. It makes me depressed. But again, this is what you're talking about when you say it's all these broken people out here. I know the kind of shit that make me depressed. So I avoid it. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't fuck with a lot of niggas. Niggas see me in Duval and be like, hey, what's up, Hype? Because they think I live in Duval. If you don't listen to the Raw Hype and me and you not close, you think I live in Duval. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that kind of shit. I need pressure. So I create it. And it's stressful, but it's what I need to go where I want to go and do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Me and my shorty was even talking about it. Me and my shorty was talking about it. We was like, man, we'll have a dream. Like we moved into that dope ass house. You see my house, shit dope. Like, man, this is our forever home. And then we was in that motherfucker and then like something happened where it's like a 90-day span. We was like, yep, we got to get out of this piece of shit. It's a hustler's mentality, but it almost never gives you time to stop and smell the roses. And I am aware of that and it scares me, but I don't know what else to do.
You know, the only thing that I think that changes that is like, I think like near-death experiences and things like that. Like I'm saying like because
see, they make me work harder.
No, because I'm telling you, man, like I'm to the point now where I really feel like, and I know this shit is so saturated and so overused, but I do feel like this shit is like a matrix of some sort, like for real. Like we put so much of our time, energy, thoughts, effort into trying to make this money, which is really, in the grand scheme of things, nothing. Like you said, money is a concept. Money is not even fucking real. It's a concept that people agree upon. That shit ain't real. I agree with you.
Can I rebuttal it though, real quick?
Let me finish my thought. Go. But it's not even real. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that we need, bro, is love. We need each other. We need to fucking eat. We need shelter. That's what we need.
All right, check it out.
The rest of this shit is a want.
Okay, everything that you just said, I am so aware is accurate, right? I literally told this nigga this the other day. I said, but what the issue is that I'm trapped on Earth and I'm playing a game. And the currency and the high score of the game is money. The things that you just named, we need love, we need shelter, we need to eat. All of those things are way better to do with money. It's easier for me to love my nigga if he don't got to go work 8 hours a day and go deal with some bullshit that he don't want to deal with. Or he can drop his bags and I can go say, hey, go pick up my daughter and bring her down with me, nigga. We finna go do this. He loving his kid more. I'm loving my kid more. We loving each other more. So the foundation of what you're saying is correct.
You think that comes from money though? Loving your kid more?
No, listen to what I'm saying. Go ahead. If I tell him, go pick up my daughter, bring her down, we're going to kick it for the weekend, we're going to go get a cabin, we're going to do this, going to do that. We have the freedom and the ability to get together and love as a collective. You feel what I'm saying? To where we don't have the added stresses that come along from, I got to go back on Sunday because you know I work at 8 o'clock on Monday. So you feel what I'm saying? What you're saying is correct, but the foundation to get those things are money. And the reason that I know that is true is because I have more money now than I've ever had. I have less stress now than I've ever had. I'm happier than I've ever been. My daughter told me to my face, I feel closer to you now than I ever have. And the reasons for that is because there are stresses that come along with the struggle of life that bother me in a way to where I don't even have the energy to do the things that I need to do, like give this kind of love.
Money don't give you the happiness and the love, but it gives you the time to do it.
And options.
Gives you the time to find it.
I would never tell you how you feel. I can only listen to how you feel.
Right.
But I can then, and I'm not going to push back. I'm just going to, again, give you my experience. You know what I'm saying? Because to be perfectly honest with you, man, it saddens me to hear you say that. Because to me, what I'm hearing is, without money, you will never be happy. And I won't. That's what I'm saying.
No, I won't.
And I don't think, I think that's a wild concept. I'm like that means
it's a simple concept.
But it's like I said again, to me, in my experience.
Round two.
Let me give you. I'm not gonna become too personal, you know what I'm saying? But I was laying in a hospital bed, and the doctor told me, this is coming from my.
Was it COVID?
I couldn't believe it when I caught up with you and you told me this. By the way,
my doctor told me, you are lucky to be alive. She said, you are here for a reason. I don't know what that reason is, but you need to find it out. That's coming from my doctor. Okay? Now, we've always had the same concept. The more money, like you said, eases problems. Go get
more
it.
Money, more
it helps you stay alive when you laying in that hospital bed.
Hustle, right?
Right.
And I've been in certain situations in my life where I've made plenty of money, in my mind. I made enough to do all the shit that I want to do and some, and have something left over.
Multi-car VAR is what they used to call me.
But like convertible.
But let me tell you something, Rebel. At the times that I had the most money, I was the most unhappy. And let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
Probably
that's when my son was. No, I wasn't. I was working. man. I had a job. I was.
You know what I'm saying? Probably that working shit.
But I was working 70 fucking hours a week. Yeah, I was making. Yeah, I'm making 12 grand a month.
That's the point, though.
You know what I'm saying? But I never get to see my son. Like my son is in kindergarten.
If you had money though, you would. If you had money without going there, you would though. That's my point. My daughter is mixed. Her black side of the family is me, the only nigga in my family here. So I'm her whole black side of the family, and then my family in Texas. I flew her to Texas 3 or 4 times this summer to go be around her black family and feel that black love and be in that black culture and be around these people that I wasn't able to take her around all the time because not only did I not have the money, but I had to work. So exactly what you're saying. The problem with it is how we get the money in America.
That's what I just
said.
So
if I have to give you my time for the money, it's not worth it. You feel what I'm saying? So when I say I want to do shit like this, because I'm doing this anyway. I want to trade my stocks. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then I want to have my time to say, see, he don't have to go to work on Monday so he can come kick it with a nigga for a whole week and we can love the fuck out of our kids and not have to worry about shit and we can all, like, everything is cool solo. But if you loving your family and I'm loving my family, we all together, there's 40 of us. And it's nothing but filled with love and we ain't got no cares about who got to be home at a certain time and who got to pay the bill and how we all gonna eat and you got to fly this way. And if you got to change your flight, we can't afford to change the flight. If you eliminate those things from life, and then you had the money that you had, you would be able to spend that time with your son, and you would. That's what I want for myself. I want the freedom because we trade our freedom and our time to these corporate jobs, and we don't get to spend our time with our kids, and we don't. So I'm like, I need $1 million by next year. So because you spend 90% of your time with your kid before they in the first 10 years of their life. So their whole life. 90% of the time that you spend with your son is gonna be in the first 10 years of his life, right? He gonna get older. Like my daughter now, when she go out to the mall, she don't want me to go. She don't want her mama to go. You feel what I'm saying? When she go kick it with her homegirls and spend the night, she don't want me to chill with her. She don't want me to bring her Chick-fil-A to you know what I'm saying? She 20, she might text me once a week. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm like, shit, I'm running out of time to a point where she never gonna want to be around me. You feel what I'm saying? And then I'm getting to the point where she's getting to the point where she's gonna be old and I don't want her to have to trade her time to these corporations and she don't get to enjoy the fruits of life. So that's why I'm like, you need to get it done now because you don't want to curse somebody that you forced to be into this world to be a corporate slave like everyone else. Hell, she might like it. But for me, I think that's horrible. So my goal as a father is to make it to where she don't have to do what you had to do working 70 hours to get a little bit of guap. So I have a purpose behind it, but that is my purpose behind it.
No, and I have the exact same purpose. But the thing, I guess the words that I hear, the happiness and all that tied to it, because like I'm not rich right now. I got a brand new business I just started. I mean, it's fledgling in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But I do see the vision. I know that, I'm going to be doing better than I've ever done. So I'm not even concerned.
Are you happy?
That's what I was about to say. I am dog, and I'm good because to me, like my situation went from, being engaged, living with me and my son and my child, you know what I'm saying, and in Miami and fucking in a big ass $400,000 house, $500,000 house, you know what I'm saying, like doing what the fuck
me and you, boy, we've been on some roller coasters.
Yeah, I'm talking about doing what the fuck I want to do, you know what I'm saying, and I wasn't happy then, man, to be honest with you. And after all that shit happened, my relationship failed, had to move to, he'll tell you, I hate this place. I think Jacksonville is one of the worst places on the planet. Yeah. I fucking hate this place.
But your kid here.
My son's here. Sacrifice. I'm all about the sacrifice. I would do anything for my child. And there's a lot of people who are not like that. Like, I had people telling me, man, just move back to South Carolina. I could have got a crib for about $500 a month. You know what I'm saying? Went and stacked my bread. And
I was finna go live with my brother for free in Texas. But
I would have been away from my son, bro. And that would have been worse than I don't give a fuck how much money you give me, man. I could not be away from my child.
Can I say one thing to you real quick? This is my definition of being unhappy. Working for them crackers. That's my definition of being unhappy. So and
I feel you.
You feel me?
And I feel you on that because when you say I can't do it again.
So exactly. So when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm happy," you happy because you're not working for them crackers, right?
So now what?
So my dream is to not work for them crackers, but to have some bread. That's it.
And then you're winning.
That's what I'm saying. That's happiness to me. So that's the way I can make it simple to when you say, "Well, I don't like when you say that's what make me happy." Well, let me explain what happiness is to you. Happiness is to me not working for them crackers. That's why I say I'm going to make more content. I'm going to do more of this. I'm going to do more of that.
You heard happiness and money. It's like, nah, they don't go together. Yeah. It's like, nah.
Money make a why I don't have to work for them crackers.
But you understand.
Absolutely. I saw how you could have gotten crossed on that road.
Yes.
Because it's a very complex
This is why people don't always comprehend what I say because they have to speak to me in a way to get it out of me sometimes because I think it's obvious. Because to me, I hate working so much that I think that's at the forefront of everybody's mind. To me, it's
at the forefront of mine.
It's the textbook definition of what makes me unhappy.
But it's not just working though. It's working for them crackers. Because like you just said, you about to embark on more work. And your goal is to get more work.
But it's for myself. Exactly. So I don't even have a problem with it.
Cracker work.
Straight up.
Cracker work makes people sad.
No doubt.
That's as simple as that.
Yeah. So
people taking pills and shit, you know why? Cracker work.
Oh, I took a pill every day when I worked for them crackers.
Why people jump off buildings
I'm not
and
bullshitting.
Shit? Cracker work.
And I used to tell people, I'm not addicted to these. I just needed to go to work. When I stopped working, I stopped taking them.
And he stopped working?
Straight up. And like I told you, now I'm not happiest that I ever been because I'm almost at my 1 year mark of not working for them crackers. And I can buy anything that I want. That's happiness to me.
That shit. That's
joyful, Lord, we adore thee.
But I guess so. Let me push back again because it's just who I am.
Round
when you go left, this nigga gonna go right, boy.
He said
These are the conversations that he and I have, though. Y'all are just So
round three.
So let me push back though. Okay, so let's say that you had your money, right? You have your same situation.
You bobbling
without your daughter.
You live in large.
I would be unhappy.
That's what. So you see what I mean.
But I only want money for my daughter.
So it's not the money that makes you happy.
It's the freedom.
No, I never said the money made me happy. I said I can't be happy without money. But I also can't be happy without my daughter. There's a whole bunch of shit that'll make me unhappy. But I know the things that I need to be happy. My daughter and money are at the top of the list.
Freedom is what you need.
Like just shit. And no disrespect to my girl, you are on the list. But the top of the list.
Hold on. Bring that back. You're what?
I got a little baby thing. I love her right now.
Oh, there's a lot of shit that changed.
Shit didn't change.
You got a chick?
Yeah, man.
Look how surprised. Hold up. Fuck all that talking life and kids and money. Fuck that. You got a honey?
And you claim her?
Of course,
Like you
man.
say she your thing?
Yeah, man. I told you I got feelings now, nigga.
Put on a love beat, man.
Man, let me rap about these hoes.
Come on, put on
bro.
a love beat, man.
I gotta rap about these hoes now.
It's almost time, man. I know you say you was leaving at a certain time, but you see what happens?
What time is
It's
it?
4 o'clock. You get in the
I gotta
groove,
peel
it
out.
feels good, and you don't want to stop. It's kind of like
I
the
gotta go
same
pick up what
feeling.
makes me happy.
It's the same feeling like when you find
nigga
a
going to pick up some
wonderful
money.
woman that you love, you know?
Nah, that nigga
That
gone.
feeling of just never wanting to
Ooh,
stop.
don't they?
Man, they make you feel like you can go on and on forever. You know, a woman is a treasure.
Ooh.
I love her and I could not do better.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm sad or under the weather, she's the one that come and do whatever I need. If I'm hungry, she feed. She suck on my dick when her pussy bleed. Man, a woman is all I need. Cause she do exactly what I need for me. She make me smile in the morning, cry when I'm alone, try when I'm own. She cry when I make her moan. She know what a nigga on. Her love and that pussy, all that a nigga want, all that a nigga on. Look, every day when I think of her, I think of every single happy day that I ever had in my life. Man, I'm happy as fuck when I had me a wife. I mean, that booty was nice and her titty was round. I mean, she made me smile whenever I frown. I mean, she make a nigga gone up and never down. She's the only hoe that I want around. I'm sorry to call her hoe, but I know better. She's the one that...
She hoe better than these other hoes. I be loving her. I be hugging her, rubbing her. I be taking her in public.
Yeah.
And I be saying, that's mine. I'm like, she's so fine. She get old, I drink her like wine. You know how we do. I'm booing with you. And she say she love me, I say I love you too. But I be lying cause I got them other hoes. I got flows, everybody be knowing just how it goes. I be hiding from them and I be riding with her.
You never trust you a bitch, no matter if you...
I ain't never trust a hoe in my life. Never make a hoe my wife. I stab a damn hoe with a knife cause I'm...
If a bitch be crying, I'm the reason why. Cause she was lying to me, so I right in her eye. I mean, I don't care about none of this.
Hey, edit all that, boy.
I gotta edit all that.
Well,
I post that shit.
When somebody beat up the bitch, man, edit that out.
Oh, song's over as soon as a bitch get across.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I hit a bitch.
We can't end this like this.
Hey,
We cannot.
I always say why I'll hit a bitch.
Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna
Clean
end
it
with
up.
this, right? It's not really cleaning it up. It's just a true story of why I like. You know when you say something that again, like I be feeling like it's obvious, and then people need an explanation. I always say this. I've explained it on the Raw Hype before on why I'll hit a bitch. Okay. All right, let's say I'm in here minding my own business playing Sega Genesis, right?
He always says Sega. Like, Sega ain't been out for like 20 years. And his go-to
That was 96,
is always...
bro. That was like
And I'm
94.
I'm quick to buy
93.
every new system, don't never play them and shit. But
sorry, continue.
yeah, I'm playing Sega
Sonic.
Genesis, right? And somebody breaks into my house, right? They break into my house, I turn on my shoulder and I see a burglar. And then I punch the burglar, right? Knock the burglar out. If I then find out the burglar has titties and a vagina, I'm not gonna say, oh no, I shouldn't have hit the burglar. So I'm saying in cases where a bitch need to be hit, like burglarizing, I gotta hit a bitch. You feel what I'm
A
saying?
home invasion.
I used to give the example if I was walking down the street with my daughter and I seen
I
a
was gonna
boot.
give this.
I seen a boot, somebody just kicked my daughter in the back of their head. Whoever that is, when I turn around, they getting their ass whooped. I don't care if it's a woman, a man, they getting their ass whooped. And anyone else feels the same way.
And that's
So
what I was
let's
asking.
not
Hold on,
pretend.
hold on. I always ask this
That
question,
was a
right?
hell of an example.
I always
because
ask
I
this
was
question.
not with you, and I'm still not. I would never.
You would
Listen.
So if you was walking down the
Nah, we
street
ain't doing this.
with your
We ain't doing
4-year-old
this.
son.
Listen, let me ask, man.
Yeah, go.
Listen,
You're
here's my question, man.
Go.
You have a son. You love him.
He's my world.
A woman is chasing after
No,
him
man,
with
I'm
a
not
knife.
doing this with
Right.
y'all,
Are you
man.
gonna say,
No.
ma'am?
Right.
That's
I'm
why
not.
I love
Right.
him. Don't do that.
See,
Did I
it's
not tell
ants-
y'all I wanted to be the president?
Are you gonna disarm this woman?
It's
Did I not
people
tell
like
y'all I
you
wanted to
that
be
make
the president
people
one
like
day?
You
us
sound crazy.
look like we're crazy when we're not. I'm sorry, if a woman broke into your house and the only way you can defend yourself was punching her little titty, you got like Dave Chappelle, he said, I tenderized them titties.
Dude, was that not one of the funniest
Yeah, that was
jokes?
funny. But like, come on,
It's
man.
funny because it's true.
Yeah, no, I don't give a fuck. In those situations, everyone is hitting a woman, man. I don't like how we have this blanket statement of you should never hit a woman.
But you're not supposed to hit
Listen,
women, man. You know
listen.
that.
I
mean,
asked
it
this
is what it
question.
is.
You're also not
I was
supposed to
telling
break
lady
in my
this-
home.
I was telling my lady this shit today, man. I go, when you raise a whole crop of people, right, to believe that no matter what they do, half of the other crop never do nothing to correct them.
Yes.
What do you think that breeds? If a woman's growing up knowing that they can never get hit.
I've had a lot of fucked up shit happen to me from women, bro. Like a lot of fucked up.
You know what would have stopped it?
I've been hit by women. I've been hit by more than one woman before.
I'm not even saying you should hit them. I typically say you should never hit a woman that you're in a relationship with.
But hey,
right.
So I had a business venture where we was gonna be partners in this
drug
poker
in this business, right? And I'm going to work, and this black girl, I met her at one of the locations. The day I met her, she talking about grapefruit head and look it up on Google and all this. So she at the boy. We go out a couple times, everything. We talking about doing what we do. She tells me that she's
go to Winn-Dixie and buy some grapefruit.
She tells me that she's allergic to latex condoms, so I got to get another type of condom. All this, we done did all this
skin.
Shit.
Sorry,
right?
continue.
So she's working. Now they move her to my location, so now she works for me.
Okay.
Right? Which I would have never fucked with her if we were gonna be that close together. It was just, but whatever. We in there, man. We made it a hot 2 days. I told that chick I need her to clean up the bathroom before we left, dog. The next day she claimed sexual harassment.
That's an example of when you should
lose my business adventure and all that because of some conniving woman just decided to just make up some shit. Now, mind you, I told you we done been out, we done talked. Okay,
Listen,
cool.
man.
Now,
you don't think that's punchable?
That's what I was gonna say. Had I ever seen that lady, had I ever saw her again, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and tell you that
bitch in the grocery store buying grapefruit.
Hype be right.
She might not have got dropped on her forehead.
And see,
because
I'm a person that
fucked up my life.
I completely believe
that was a real
that
blemish.
You shouldn't beat her up.
You believe I shouldn't beat her up?
Yes, I'm talking about like an arbitrary crime being committed against you type of situation.
That is a crime. That was criminal.
Because for me, I'm always going to look at a situation like that is that I have no one to blame but myself. Well, you choose who you fuck with.
You're a better man than me.
I always blame all my problems on my own fault.
Well, you a great
guy. Even like how you said you had a girl or whatever. For the rest of if you're walking down the street with your girl and 5 bitches jump her, you're gonna just sit there.
But that's my ultimate question. I ask this to women. If my woman is getting beat by a bunch of women, am I supposed to allow it?
Through this shit within 6 months.
So why was you lying 7 minutes ago saying you wouldn't beat up a bitch?
But that's why I just came back and said, well, let me, be completely honest. But let me explain something. I'm gonna give you the Bill Burr version.
My nigga Vaughn be hitting them. He'll beat up these bitches. I ain't bullshitting with him. He'll black a hoe eye and punch a hoe in the jaw. And he'll look at that bitch jaw and be like, oh, you mad cause Vaughn fucked you up? Well, he don't give a fuck. Vaughn beat that bitch up and throw her in the truck. Vaughn kicked that bitch right in the butt.
Left
in
cross,
the ass.
right cross, uppercut, Hulkamania leg drop.
Vaughn fucked them hoes up. You heard it here first. LeVar don't give a fuck. If he been dating you, he fucked you one time, he reserved the right to beat your motherfucking ass.
You better keep your hands up, bitch.
It's gone, baby. We out.
You gave the white supremacists. Goddamn it, I need my last minute.
Now I thought the story you just told was your last minute.
This ain't no story, but I remember because I never spoke on that, and I'm meant to speak on that. That shit was hilarious. The way Rebel was in here ready for y'all to be done with that conversation. I have to get that on the record. That was the funniest shit.
I didn't even notice, man.
That was the funniest shit of the year. Okay,
hey, it's only January, but we'll take it.
On January.
Okay,
February we got some new shit.
Yeah,
coming.
but that shit there, bro. When you and that man and you were pointing at him like this, that's the part you got to go back to. When you doing this, look at Rebel.
You need to start sending me timestamps, man.
Rebel didn't even look at your hand, man. He was just like, goddamn, just shut the fuck up.
I just hate
that nigga just blank staring in the sky.
And then Rebel said, all right, y'all shake hands and we out. And you said we got time. So goddamn it, we got time now.
We got time today.
I'm with Bill Burr. If you just had a bad day at work and you come home and beat your girlfriend ass, you are a terrible
you're a piece of
fucking person.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But if you're defending yourself, if she steps into the man category, because we're all human, and she gets scrubbed up, I don't condone it.
Gotcha, bitch.
But I understand.
Look, I'm gonna end this with a phrase that my shorty told me less than a week or two ago. Right? She said to me, and I have no shame in this whatsoever because I do not give a fuck. She said, I know for sure that you would beat my ass. Then she said, but I'm not worried because I know what I would have to do to make you do something like beat my ass, right? And some people may look at that like on some, wow, he's crazy and he thinks that she ever makes the wrong. No, I'm not worried at all. I wouldn't date a woman that it was a possibility that I would have to beat her ass. But I'm fine with her understanding.
We have to have the conversation.
Yeah, that exists. You feel what I'm saying?
You are horrible.
Situations in which I would beat your ass.
I love you though. You my nigga.
Don't do this.
I ain't known you for 10 plus
Don't
years.
do that.
You ain't never been nothing but a good dude to me, but you are shitty.
But I'm not. She knows like if I walked into the crib one day and she just breaking all my shit with a baseball bat, she already know.
Yeah, see, again, that's the Bill Burr you earned.
That's my point.
You pulling
and again,
you pulling some man, like you stepped into the man category when you just start destroying my shit.
Yes.
Like you cost me my career and my business partners. You deserve this foot.
This conversation.
Yeah, bitch, and fuck grapefruits.
Right, sure. But to me, this conversation is
you and them grapefruit bitch.
Is the sign of a good relationship. I'm 100% sure that she ain't never gonna do none of these things, and she's 100% sure that she's never gonna do any of these things. That's perfect. I have dated women before that make me say, I feel like you might do something that makes me beat your motherfucking ass.
So and
you're not the type of bitch that I can date.
I almost forgot we was on camera and said some shit that I would say I'm not saying that.
But no, what I was about to say is we had a beautiful conversation.
No, I'm not joking.
We had a beautiful show, beautiful conversation. And we end on niggas whipping women's asses. What's going on here, man?
That's why Enda was saying you gotta blame yourself. There's certain women that you should know you shouldn't be fucking with.
You just said some shit. We had a beautiful edit this whole fucking
put that beat back on, man.
Nah, different beat, man.
Different beat. Let's cleanse this palate.
Man, I feel like y'all twisted my words, man.
Twisting them up.
You said you beat a bitch ass?
Yeah,
I'll kill a nigga. I just should never have to.
Twisting them up. Me? I beat a nigga ass.
Wow.
Me? I hit a nigga ass.
Wow.
Who, me? Man, I shoot a nigga ass.
Wow.
A lot of ass references.
Just don't ask. I wanna chill, I wanna live, I wanna do things that's positive. I do not wanna kill that nigga or get him a shiv. I just wanna sit in my crib, I just wanna chill in my house. I don't wanna hit that nigga in that mouth. Come on, guys, let's chill out. Let's just talk about it. I don't wanna reach for my arms. Hey, where you going? Off in his arm, nah nigga hurting, nah nigga gotta call somebody urban. Now it's curtains, all cause he wanna do this yapping and trapping. Well, I'm for certain to do this and this don't miss. If I do this and this, it's over.
Hey man, we
get him out of here, baby. Hey, shout out to the Raw Hype, shout out to the Raw Hypers. Happy New Year.
Appreciate you fellas for having me on, man. I've been a fan since day one.
Appreciate you pulling up, man.
Y'all went from the white beaters, baby, to y'all got merchandise,
come on, baby. RawHype.com, baby.
We all the way up. Don't forget about me when y'all boys be big and famous.
You got anything you want to promote to the people real quick?
Yeah, man. Live, love life. Man. Fuck everything else.
I got it tatted somewhere on me.
We asking, man.
We out, baby.
Peace.
Know how you raw hype, but we raw hype responsibly.
Ooh.